अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। उम्मीद करती हूँ आप खैरियत से होंगे। आज हम करने लगे हैं अपने जो क्लिनिकल हेड एंड नेक के एमसीक्यूज़ हैं 20 करेंगे क्लिनिकल से रिलेटेड। इससे पहले हम हेड एंड नेक के जर्नल एमसीक्यूज़ अपलोड कर चुके हुए हैं। 300 एमसीक्यूज़ की ये सीरीज़ चल रही है जिसमें हम लोगों ने सारे ही टॉपिक्स कवर करने हैं। अगर आपने स्टार्टिंग से वीडियो नहीं देखी है, इसके अलग से प्लेलिस्ट बनाई गई है, आप सारी वीडियोस देख सकते हैं। अभी के लिए हम स्टार्ट करेंगे आज के क्लिनिकल हेड एंड नेक से क्वेश्चंस। तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 देखेंगे सबसे पहले आज का। A patient presents with an ability to close his right eye and drooping of the mouth on the same side. The most likely diagnosis is A. Trigeminal neuralgia, B. Bell's palsy, C. Stroke या D. Myasthenia gravis. कोशिश करें साथ के साथ इसको आंसर करें। करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास बेल्स पाल्सी। बेल्स पाल्सी रिजल्ट्स फ्रॉम फेशियल नर्व डिसफंक्शन कॉजिंग यूनिलैटरल फेशियल वीकनेस। तभी उसकी क्या हो रहा था, आपकी राइट आई क्लोज नहीं हो रही थी और सेम साइड पे क्या था, आपके ड्रूपिंग ऑफ द माउथ। तो करेक्ट आंसर है बी बेल्स पाल्सी। क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, अ पेशेंट विद स्कल बेस फ्रैक्चर इन्वॉल्विंग द क्रिब्रिफॉर्म प्लेट may present with A. loss of vision, B. CSF rhinorrhea, C. difficulty swallowing या D. facial numbness. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास CSF rhinorrhea. Fracture of the cribriform plate can lead to cerebrospinal fluid leakage into the nasal cavity. Question number 3. A patient with cavernous sinus thrombosis may present with A. unilateral proptosis and ophthalmoplegia, B. bilateral hearing loss, C. loss of pain sensation in the upper limb या D. jaw deviation. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास यूनिलैटरल प्रोप्टोसिस एंड ऑफ्थल्मोप्लेजिया. The cavernous sinus contains cranial nerve 3, 4 and 6. Infection can cause proptosis and ophthalmoplegia. Question number 4. A patient with difficulty swallowing and hoarseness after thyroid surgery likely has damage to A. glossopharyngeal nerve, B. recurrent laryngeal nerve, C. accessory nerve या D. facial nerve. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास recurrent laryngeal nerve. The recurrent laryngeal nerve supplies intrinsic laryngeal muscles. Injury can cause hoarseness or loss of voice. Question number 5. A patient with an orbital floor fracture may have difficulty looking up due to the entrapment of which muscle? A. medial rectus, B. inferior rectus, C. superior oblique, D. levator palpebrae superioris. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास inferior rectus. The inferior rectus muscle is often trapped in orbital floor fractures leading to diplopia and restricted upward gaze. Question number 6. A patient with Horner's syndrome will have which of the following signs? A. ptosis, meiosis and hydrosis, B. exophthalmos, diplopia, ptosis, C. facial weakness, dry mouth, ptosis, D. dysphagia, tongue deviation or ptosis. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास ए टॉसिस मायोसिस एंड hydrosis. Horner's syndrome results from sympathetic nerve damage leading to eyelid droop, pupil constriction and lack of sweating. ये तीनों इनका मतलब था. Ptosis is leading to eyelid droop, meiosis is pupil constriction and hydrosis is lack of sweating. Question number 7. A blow to the pterion may cause an epidural hematoma due to injury of which artery? A. middle meningeal artery, B. anterior cerebral artery, C. vertebral artery या D. superior thyroid artery. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास middle meningeal artery. The pterion is a weak area where the middle meningeal artery runs. Fractures here can cause life-threatening epidural hematomas. Question number 8. A patient presents with painful swelling below the jaw and difficulty swallowing. The most likely affected gland is A. parotid gland, B. sublingual gland, C. submandibular gland या D. thyroid gland. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास सबमैंडिबुलर ग्लैंड. सबमैंडिबुलर ग्लैंड infections common due to silolithiasis. Salivary stones can cause swallowing and pain below the jaw. Question number 9. A patient with hypoglossal nerve injury will exhibit which of the following findings? A. deviation of the tongue towards the affected side, B. deviation of the tongue to the opposite side, C. loss of taste sensation in their tongue, D. difficulty swallowing but normal tongue movements. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास डेविएशन ऑफ द टंग टुवर्ड्स द अफेक्टेड साइड. द हाइपोग्लॉसल नर्व कंट्रोल्स टंग मूवमेंट. डैमेज causes the tongue to deviate towards the lesion. Question number 10. A patient presents with ischemia following head trauma. Which structure is most likely damaged? A. Optic nerve. B. Olfactory nerve. C. Trigeminal nerve. या D. Vagus nerve. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास olfactory nerve. Loss of smell often results from damage to olfactory nerve, especially at the cribriform plate. Question number 11. A patient with acoustic neuroma is most likely to have damage to which cranial nerve? A. Facial nerve. B. Vestibulocochlear nerve. C. Glossopharyngeal nerve. या D. Hypoglossal nerve. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास vestibulocochlear nerve. Acoustic neuromas arise from Schwann cells of cranial nerve 8, which is vestibulocochlear nerve, leading to hearing loss and balance issues. Question number 12. Which nerve is most commonly affected in patients with trigeminal neuralgia? A. Ophthalmic division. B. Maxillary division. C. Mandibular division. या D. All divisions. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास maxillary division. Trigeminal neuralgia often affects the maxillary, which is V2, and mandibular, which is V3 divisions, causing intense facial pain. Question number 13. A patient presents with sudden painless loss of vision in one eye. Fundoscopy reveals a cherry red spot at the macula. The most likely diagnosis is A. Retinal detachment. B. Central retinal artery occlusion. C. Optic neuritis. D. Glaucoma. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास सेंट्रल रेटिनल आर्टरी occlusion. CRAO, which is the central retinal artery occlusion, presents with sudden vision loss and a cherry red spot due to ischemia of the retina. Question number 14. A patient with blow to the side of the head becomes unconscious. CT scan reveals a biconvex lens-shaped hyperdense lesion. The most likely diagnosis is A. Subdural hematoma. B. Epidural hematoma. C. Intracerebral hemorrhage. या D. Subarachnoid hemorrhage. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास एपिड्यूरल हेमाटोमा. एपिड्यूरल हेमाटोमास आर caused by middle meningeal artery rupture and appear as biconvex hyperdense lesions on CT. Question number 15. A patient with a fracture of the foramen ovale is most likely to have difficulty with A. Chewing. B. Smiling. C. Blinking. या D. Swallowing. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास chewing. The foramen ovale transmits the mandibular division of the trigeminal nerve, which innervates the muscle of mastication. Question number 16. A patient is unable to elevate his shoulder after a neck surgery. Which nerve is most likely injured? A. Accessory nerve. B. Phrenic nerve. C. Long thoracic nerve. या D. Hypoglossal nerve. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास accessory nerve. The accessory nerve innervates the trapezius and sternocleidomastoid muscles, and damage can lead to shoulder drooping. Question number 17. Which structure is most commonly compressed in thoracic outlet syndrome? A. Subclavian artery. B. Subclavian vein. C. Brachial plexus. या D. Phrenic nerve. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास brachial plexus. Thoracic outlet syndrome usually involves compression of the brachial plexus, leading to pain, numbness, and weakness in the arm. Question number 18. A patient with right-sided vagus nerve lesion may present with which finding? A. Uvula deviates to the right. B. Uvula deviates to the left. C. Tongue deviates to the right. D. Loss of taste sensation. करेक्ट आंसर है आपके पास uvula deviates to the left. B option is correct answer. A right-sided vagus nerve lesion causes the uvula to deviate to the opposite side due to unopposed muscle action. Question number 19. A patient has difficulty shrugging his shoulders and turning his head to the opposite side. The most likely nerve involved is A. Trigeminal nerve. B. Facial nerve. C. Accessory nerve. या D. Hypoglossal nerve. Right answer is C, accessory nerve. The accessory nerve innervates the trapezius and sternocleidomastoid, affecting head turning and shoulder elevation. Question number 20. Which artery is most commonly implicated in stroke involving the primary motor cortex affecting the lower limb? A. Anterior cerebral artery, B. Middle cerebral artery, C. Posterior cerebral artery या D. basilar artery. इसका करेक्ट आंसर आप कमेंट बॉक्स में बताएं, उसको वेरीफाई किया जाएगा। इस तरह की और भी वीडियोस आपको प्रेजेंट की जाएंगी। नेक्स्ट जो हमने करना है टॉपिक वो इसी 300 MCQs जो एनाटमी के हम कर रहे हैं उसी का पार्ट होगी। तो आप उसके लिए चैनल सब्सक्राइब कर दें, लाइक करें, कमेंट करें इंशाल्लाह। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़ एंड स्टे ट्यून्ड।